like, I mean, we're adults. Like, can we not be sexual without like? It just seems a little immature, right?
It does. However, that immaturity doesn't stop shit. Right?
Yeah.
And age doesn't really dictate that either. So
Dang. Okay, so lesson learned: don't hook up with a guy.
I mean, you just gotta know. I think what it is though, Coco, like you said, you're an adult, so you gotta know what comes with it, doc. Like what territory you're putting yourself in, especially when you're doing stuff that quickly with people that you don't really know.
I
You
guess
don't know.
I'm navigating because I just got out of a 4 year relationship, so I like haven't really
Yo, Ella,
dated.
why are you sitting like that? She could have moved if she wanted to, gang. She was just purpose. She was purposely sitting like that, gang. Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
don't know. Yeah, I was just trying to see like if I got played. Essentially, that's my question.
Yeah, no, I mean, not that. It didn't. No, it didn't go far enough for us to consider that.
Okay, so just cut my losses.
That's it. And that's it. People come and go. Just be more cautious. That's it. That's it. And that's it.
Period.
Nah, and I appreciate you hopping on, Coco. Uh, Niggas be trolling though, man. Niggas, I don't know, bro. All right, Kennedy. Now I don't know why Bella was sitting like that though just now. What's the word, Kennedy?
Okay, so I was in my best friend's wedding. Well, she actually did maid of honor, right?
Hold up, Kennedy.
And
You sound a little far. You got your headphones in?
I'll take them out once.
Yeah.
Is it better?
Better. Go ahead.
Okay, so I was in my best friend's wedding, right? I had to drop out of it because we got into like a little bit of an argument. Oh, I cut her off basically.
Okay.
Now, she is like super sweet, like generous. She's a great, beautiful girl, but she's just like has that victim mindset. Like, if I don't text her back, she'll be like, "Are you mad at me? What's going on?" Stuff like that. Or she'll complain about like just small things. And I'm like, girl, like I'm married, I got kids, like I don't want to hear about tiny problems. You know, we about to be 30 soon.
Yeah.
So I was planning her bridal shower. I bought so much stuff, like everything. Cute decorations, food. And I'm not rich. Like I mean, I'm not poor, but like, you know, it was a sacrifice for me.
Yeah.
So she texted me and she was like, "Hey girl, I just paid someone for decorations and I paid for food. Everything's done. My mom paid for it." And I'm like, girl, I I spent so much money to throw your party and you already paid somebody else to do it? And I'm like,
Did she? I mean, this I'm also curious to. I don't know. This I'm sure. Did she initially ask you to do it as well, or you just did it out of kindness of your heart?
she asked me, she kind of said everyone has to like contribute to, you know, we can come together. We had everything set up. I was in charge of everything because I'm like her closest friend, right? And like I said, she's not a bad person. She's just one of those type of people that can be draining sometimes. So I'm talking to her like, girl, what are you doing, hun? Like I paid money. Like I thought I was thrown and we're texting back and forth, whatever. And because I was mad, she thought I was attacking her. Like, you know, so I was just like, girl, I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at the situation. And she was like, Kennedy, I'm so hurt by this. And I said, you know what, girl, you are insufferable. I'm out of your wedding. And I feel bad because I should have maybe like talked to her in a better way, you know? But I was drained and I was done. I was like, you know what? Bye. And I feel kind of bad though because
Yeah, I think no. Honestly speaking, that's one of them situations to where it gets to a point, and then things add up over time. And I think the wedding and how big it was and how important it was, and the situation that I had, I think that's what tipped it all off.
right.
Honestly, I would be annoyed. Anybody in this conversation would all be. This is one of the things y'all can all chime in though. Seriously, anybody in your situation will be very annoyed enough to even where they don't even want to talk about it.
Because I felt guilty because I'm like, I'm in charge of everything. And I'm like, just gonna just at one text and I'm done. And I was like a build up though, you know? So I was like,
And I don't think she should have came at you though, regardless, because you did at the end of the day. Again, sacrifice, you put your own money into it, and you know maybe you feel like you did a lot. So I think you should have probably had a more cautious approach to that.
Explain it more.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Nah, for sure though, Kennedy. But you good now? Y'all aren't talking at all, or what? Like what?
I just blocked her on everything. I know that was like a little childish, but like when I get to that point, I'd be like, you know what?
Yeah,
Done.
there's nothing to talk about. I feel it though.
Like I don't want to be friends no more. But I do feel like, you know, she is a good person. She's just draining.
When's the wedding?
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
When is the wedding supposed to be at? When's the plan? When's
Oh, it's done. It already passed.
Oh, okay. Nah, yeah.
She looked beautiful though. She looked beautiful. So I'm happy for her. I can't.
All right, I mean, if time goes on and, you know, y'all can have a conversation, it will be possible. But if not, it's overly good. All right, I appreciate you hopping on, all right?
All right, thank you.
All right, well. Damn, that's crazy, though. Shit. Wedding already passed. Damn. Let's see. Nah, that's a big day, though. So. Now, what's the word, man?
I got a question. So I was dating this guy. We dated for about a month, and like halfway through it, I just kind of started getting a conviction that me and him shouldn't be as close together. I communicated that with him, and like 2 weeks later, he kind of just ghosted me. And when I stood on that boundary, he ended up kind of breaking it off with me.
When you say shouldn't be as close, like elaborate, like as in like
kind of like dating anymore, basically.
And that's something you told him, or you just felt that way?
Yeah, just because I feel like he was like overly lustful, and I just wasn't trying to move on that at all. And I did communicate that with him, and at first he was kind of just like, "Oh, I'll stand by you and I'll be on your side," and then
that's how it always. I mean, that's usually the first response to it. But then as the words kick in and he realizes that what you're saying, and
he had an epiphany, and he said, "Nah, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of glad that I stood on it though. But I was like, maybe did I do something wrong? That's why he like just suddenly cut me off. But it makes sense that it kind of just clicked in his head. He was like, yeah, this ain't working.
No, for sure. Yeah, and I mean, dodge the bullet then. You set a standard, and he recognized that's not something that he was ideally looking for. He wasn't trying to build that type of relationship with you, and then he moved how he wanted to move. Simple.
Okay. Thank you.
Appreciate you having on. No, but seriously, sometimes when you take the lust out of a lot of these situations, it exposes what the situation actually is. And I will continue to say that when you take it away from the situation, you genuinely try to build like a real relationship with that individual, or you see what I'm saying? It will expose whether that person really wanted to talk to you for real, or was it just the idea of that encouraged them. So, yo, what's the word?
Hello, can you hear me? So I've been in like a situationship for like a year now, where he's been like on and off. Like 1 minute he's all over me, like texting me 24/7, taking me out on dates, and then next minute he's like disappearing.
What is a situationship to you? Because somebody has that much. Hold on. No, somebody has that much control over you to where you're able to say, "I'm in a situationship openly." So what is that to you though?
It's kind of weird because like he confessed his love and all that type of shit. And then it weirded me out where I stopped and I distanced myself from him for a while. And then he came back and he was like, oh, you're weird for this thing because I just told you I love you and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you only told me that because I was ending things with you.
Okay. So you and I both can agree that whatever feelings that he initially expressed to you just wasn't real. It's just more so he did it for a reason. Like he said it for a reason. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So now it's like I'm trying to stop talking to him, and because of that, now he's like coming over to where I live because I moved to Jersey. I used to live next to him, but I moved to Jersey, and before it was, oh, I can't be in a long distance relationship, and now it's, oh, I'm 3-hour drive to you almost every weekend. So it's weirding me out where it's like, do you want a relationship or do you not want a
No, you're not
relationship? Like,
asking me what you should do. You're asking me how you should think about the situation, or how you should.
yeah,
But you know what you
yeah.
should do if you wanted to get rid of this person for real. Hold on, I can't. You keep going out, gang. So you know what you should do. If you want to get rid of it.
I just want like a man's opinion on it.
Well, I'll just tell you. This person doesn't like you. They like what you provide, which for one is an
Yeah.
ego boost, and what you're willing to give them maybe on a physical level. They don't like you though. So, if you're willing to, I mean, if you want to subject yourself to that type of situation, then I mean, you would keep thinking about whether what he said was true or not. He does not like you.
Okay. Yeah, because I stopped talking to him for like a couple weeks now, so I blocked him on everything. But I wanted to get your opinion on it first before I actually made my final decision.
Stand on it. But like I said, we don't. I'm gonna say this again, and I don't know if y'all will ever listen to me, but niggas don't give a fuck about any girl that they already showed how they feel. That's still talking.
Okay.
Like, I don't think y'all understand this. Y'all not believe me? Huh? The nigga doesn't give a fuck if he smacked you 50 times, and as a result of that, you're telling him you're bad for doing this. I don't like you anymore. You're bad guy. If you're still talking, in his mind, there's still an opportunity.
Thanks.
That will always be the reality of this shit. Nobody cares about how you feel or whether you know. So that's it and that's that. I appreciate you jumping on. I mean, and I couldn't even hold myself to that. Like, in all my years of life, the only way I've ever known a girl was genuinely like for real done is if I'm not hearing from her. Like there's no talking, especially when I was younger. All right. I mean, you could block. Do what you have to do, as long as you're protecting yourself. What's good?
I'm good. How you doing?
What's the word?
All right, so I have a question, and this is for a friend of mine. But she was in like, I wouldn't say a relationship, but she was talking to this man for about like 2 years, going on to 3 years, and he wanted a relationship in the beginning, but she wasn't ready for that. Fast forward to now, she asked him, why are we not like, starting a relationship or not? And he responded to her, because there's some things I need to check off my list. Whoop-de-doo. I'm not like ready right now. Maybe in a year.
Are you the friend?
No. So what's your take on that?
What's my take on somebody taking 3 years to ask will he be my girlfriend?
No, he wanted to make her his girlfriend in the beginning, but she wasn't really for it.
Wanted to making you the girl and actually doing what you need to do, and it's two different things, gang. Again, are you asking me like what? Like it's been 3. Like will he be my girl? You saw how quick that was? Are you asking me what I should think about? Like what to think about that?
I mean, he was doing all the right things. He asked her to be his girl and all that, right? In the jump, but she didn't want it.
Okay. She should have left it at that. She wasted 3 years of her life. He would never ask her to be that ever again. She wasted 3 years of her life. She's waiting to be picked.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. I appreciate you hopping on that. I ain't gonna lie. If I was a woman for real, and I knew I was a pick me, I'd be so sad. If I knew that there were women out here that were actually being pursued to a higher level, and I'm just sitting up here waiting to get picked, I would be so sad with my life. Like, what did I do? What the fuck did I do to deserve that? What makes me like less than the people who are actually being pursued? Those are the questions I would begin to ask myself. And then once I recognize that it's not even necessarily about everybody else, and it's more so how I'm feeling about myself on the inside, I would address that shit. But no, I just wouldn't want to be a pick me though. I wouldn't want. That's just not it. To niggas at that, like what the heck? Bella is a Yorkie. Yep. Yorkie. And she has attachment issues too. Like serious attachment issues. I don't know if that's all Yorkies, but like she has a problem. They are though, low key. She got some long arms. He's still okay. But like no, but seriously, I think her biggest problem is though like the anxiety, but like if I leave no. I would say the biggest problem is the peeing, the constant peeing. But she about to damn near get me kicked out of my unit, bro, because he keeps barking when I leave, gang. Like my whole like, you know, I live in the heart. No, the whole hall has to know I'm not in the crib. Like everybody knows when I leave because Bella's gonna make it known for the next 2 hours. Nah, she's calm and chill when I'm here. She doesn't do anything. Like she really be chilling for real. She follows me around, but now I got a whole email and everything. Now they want me to put Bella on my lease, but that's about to be extra $150. Listen, man. I said, Bella, you might have to go. I said, Bella, if you don't stop that barking shit, cause yeah, no, it's tough. You said wait. They said what? Support. No, I might have to do that though. No. I'm definitely, you know, I'm not getting rid of Bella ever, but I have to figure myself. I got to figure a way around it. Definitely got to figure a way around it, but all right. Who got something for me, man? I'm here. Definitely here. You say, and I gotta go look into that though. Like seriously, I don't know why she's Bella. Why are you looking down like that? She never does. I don't know why she's looking at Bella. I got her fucked up. Bella, like you got me all the way fucked up right now, eh? She's shy. Probably, but for real. She thinks she's gonna get rid of her. No, I might get rid of her. I actually just got a new apartment too, so I got a new crib in the same building, but it's more space. What's the word? Bella having man problems? No, never that. She runs a strict program. There was this American Bulldog get out of here at the park earlier. She wasn't going. What's the word?
Hi. Okay. I'm a little nervous to talk about this because I feel like. Okay. So, long story short, I have been with my boyfriend for like 5 years, right? We're both pretty young. We're going on 22, so we've been together since high school.
Yeah.
But there are like certain things in the relationship that have been bothering me.
Okay, break it down.
And it's like he'll say he's gonna do certain things and he just won't do it. And again, he doesn't like hurt me like crazy anyway. Like there hasn't been any cheating. It hasn't been like anything like that. But it's just like kind of small things that he doesn't do, like specifically like romantic things.
Okay. Give me more. Give me a simple example.
Like, I don't know, like I would just like him to plan dates sometimes, or even like if it was up to him, we would just stay in the house all the time and just chill. Like we won't go out unless I ask.
Yeah, you're comfortable.
Like
But the problem is, all right, here's my problem, right? you and I both know at this point how that actually goes. When we're talking about long-term relationships, that's how a lot of them end. Seriously, it starts off strong. They're doing what they're supposed to do. Sometimes, I mean, you start off younger, so there's not that much of an expectation, right? But obviously, as you get
Yeah,
older, you're exposed to more. You know what you deserve, right? On both sides,
exactly.
right? So usually, what happens is now it's gonna. He'd have to grow. If that relationship was gonna work, he would have to grow with you, though. So
Yeah.
maybe in the beginning, where we're teenagers, we may not have enough money. We're still figuring things out. We're getting out of high school, still kind of figuring out careers. It may be a little more acceptable at that point. But when you kind of get into your 20s, careers start being spoken about. Maybe y'all get more financially stable. That can't be a question if
Yeah.
y'all are growing together, though. So
Yeah.
what happens
It's
is, right?
it's rough because the love is there. And in other ways, he's been amazing. Like we've been supporting through each other through college, and he's always been there, and we've always been there for each other. So it's like I don't know if I want to let go for that one thing that seems kind of small.
Huh? I think when it comes to courting and keeping a relationship fresh and making things make sense on both sides, of course, especially if you're already communicating that, it's not like you're just up and going and disappearing. That definitely is something that ideally that's important. Like it will defeat the idea of love if things aren't making sense for you as well. You see, kind of get what I'm saying? It's a non.
Yeah,
Like there's no point of me staying wasting years of my life in a relationship being with somebody that's just comfortable because they feel like we've been
yeah.
together for so long. That's how I'm telling you this right now. That's how a lot of women and guys as well waste their entire 20s.
Yeah, because I'm just coming to the realization. I'm like, I'm so young. Like, do I want to stay? And he's not like, and he just can't do this one thing for me. Like, why? I don't know why it's
I
such
mean,
a
okay,
problem.
okay.
And we've talked about it.
Let me ask you, but then let me ask you: are you willing to sacrifice years of your 20s not being courted just because you feel like you love this person the past few years of your life? I mean, that's what you got to ask yourself, though. Are you willing
Yeah.
to? And I will be a different ballgame if you're not communicating or he's not communicating. But are you willing to sacrifice years of your life not being courted, watching everybody else, maybe even on maybe around you, maybe seeing what it's supposed to be, and then not experiencing that just because you feel like you went through college together? I don't know. It's you got to really
That's real.
though. Like you got to understand, we don't. You're 22. You don't get these years back ever. And I think again, when it comes to when it gets to that point to where you are asking that type of question, you're obviously uncomfortable. And that you just being uncomfortable, that will lead to resentment eventually.
Yeah.
So, and I think a lot of people don't understand how quickly that love that you have for somebody could turn to resentment. It happens very fast. And without, and sometimes without you even really expecting it. So, again, you want to communicate, let it be known what you expect. If that expectation isn't being met, then at that point you're sacrificing your own standards all for the idea of love.
Yeah.
In my
Okay.
very honest opinion, it's never really worth it.
Yeah. I just needed to like ask somebody else because I've really been keeping this to myself.
Well, okay, but you understand. Sometimes you get isolated or even, and that honestly, nobody's perfect. We understand that. I'm not perfect. I don't believe in that. No one is perfect. We all have our, issues. We all have things that we ideally have to work on. But again, that's where communication comes in. And if we can't compromise in a relationship, especially when it comes to something that's small and simple, we can't even think about marriage. That's what
Yeah,
I'm looking at.
exactly.
That's what I'm looking at. If we can't compromise on something small, which is all right, let's plan a date for me, even if it's 3 times a month. Let's start with that. If that can't be something that we compromise on, then ideally, what are we talking about when it pertains to marriage? What are we talking about when it pertains to really, really progressing as a couple? You see what I'm saying? It's the little things that genuinely matter, though. So again, if you're communicating that to him and there's nothing being changed, at that point in time, there's nothing we can really talk about.
Okay.
Well, let me ask you something. What is his finances looking like? Does he does he have a job? Is he doing what he's supposed to do?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're both in school. Like we're both about to graduate this year. So I mean, we both don't have money for real. Like we're working
Yeah,
part
no,
time.
I know how that is. I know how that goes.
So yeah, like my thing is I'm not gonna ask him for anything crazy. I've never asked for anything crazy.
Yeah,
I just want the thoughtfulness
that's it. Yeah,
sometimes.
that's understandable. But again, if he can't even do something that's free, you know, I'm just being real with y'all though.
Okay.
Because you know, some girls would be like, you know, I need you to spend this amount of money, and that's not the angle you're coming from. Yeah, you gotta get. It could be a picnic, and she'll probably feel great.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay.
That's it. Painting, exactly. You know what I'm saying? But Raven, really, really take that into consideration. Again, you don't get these years back, so
Yeah, I feel you.
all right.
Thank you.
I appreciate you dropping on. But even the guys in here will say the same thing though. And again, I think what y'all gotta realize is too, we become a lot more thoughtful. We become a lot more considerate the more we like somebody though. I'm gonna tell you that straight up. And that's firsthand experience. I found out I like somebody. I really like somebody. I started doing shit I never thought I would ever do in my life. Niggas was going on helicopter. I was looking up helicopter rides. I'm over here like, I'm doing shit that usually for me at the age that I was thinking that I would never do. I'm telling you that right now. What? But you gotta want to do it though. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I'm being real though. What's going on? What's the word?
Hey, I had a few questions, and I'm also looking for advice. I don't know if you have any relation towards anybody who's Islamic or Muslim.
Yeah, I have friends. Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so you know a little bit about like their religion and the culture and all. Okay, this is my first go around, so this is like I dive not head first into it, but like I don't know anybody in the religion or the culture or nothing like that. So this is new to me.
Plenty of people in the comments who are Muslim, so I mean,
And that's what I wanted to ask that. Like, if any of y'all are practice Muslim or y'all know somebody of that religion, like I don't know if y'all could put like a hands up emoji or something in there because I'm really looking for advice. And if anybody can help, just like give me some insight.
Well, let me raise somebody here who is. Let me leave that one to y'all. Who in here practices Islam? So y'all could go in here and give her the advice that she needs as well. Because I'll leave that one to y'all though. Who wants to get up here real quick? Just request. I'm doing the first one.
It's more so just so like I know at least somebody's in the chat, and like I'll be looking at y'all comments and stuff too. So I'm gonna be reading them as I talk, and if y'all have insight, I'm gonna take that into consideration. But more specifically, it's with this guy I'm talking to, and he's Muslim, so or was talking to, I guess I should say.
All right, hold on. I'm trying to get somebody up here real quick.
My entire friend group. Joy, you're funny.
Why is it not letting me accept? Hold on.
What he said, hold on, Diana.
I'm just trying to get somebody up here that can answer the question.
Bible studies.
Go ahead, talk to her. Now they can talk.
Okay, so I found out a good chunk of information this morning as well, and then it's kind of putting things into perspective. Okay, so to my understanding, I was talking to this guy, but apparently during Ramadan, they're not, the religion altogether, like him being Muslim, they're not really supposed to date, although I've come to find out that a lot of people don't really like practice non-dating while they're not married. So what it is, to my understanding also, is that in his family, they traditionally have arranged marriages. That was also new to me, but he told me like himself. So they have arranged marriages and stuff like that, but he's choosing to actually still try and date. And apparently there's a lot of things that are involved in like the Quran and like their religion and all that stuff that he's doing that he's not supposed to do. And I'm finding out these things on my own. He didn't tell me them. So not dating while single. It's supposed to be arranged marriages and stuff like that, and like they're not supposed to engage in like sexual acts and stuff like that during Ramadan, and like they fast and all that other stuff. So it actually got to the point where he told me some of these things about the religion and whatnot, and it was just like, okay, I want
I'm
to live
trying to
into
get your
someone.
point. Where are you
No,
going with this? I just
I'm
want to
sorry.
know
I'm going. I'm going. I'm
I'm
going.
sorry. Where are you going with this so I can help you?
Okay, so basically, a lot of what it is that, and he doesn't follow a lot of things in his religion, but then I'm finding out some stuff like there's actually a lot of people in that religion who do the same. And now
Mhm.
I'm wondering, because of the fact that like they're not supposed to date, but they after Ramadan, it's typically like they kind of go ghost while they're supposed to be fasting and stuff, and like they'll have boyfriends and they'll have girlfriends, and sometimes like whenever they're doing the fast and all that Ramadan, like they'll ghost you, and then when Ramadan is over, they try to get back into contact with those people. And so my thing was that I think Ramadan ended on Friday, and like on Wednesday he got what's the word I want to use? Like he got inconsistent with the communication and stuff. Yeah, they're having fun. So he got a little like spotty with the communication and stuff, and then it just led to us not talking and whatnot. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to that. She's being rude, then it's whatever. Um got iffy with the communication and stuff, and then like ultimately it was just like I kind of saw what it was, and like I didn't entertain it too much, so I just let it be, which has led to us not talking for like 4 or 5 days already, which is fine. I'm not really big on surprises. If that's what it is, I'm gonna just let that be. But then it's like um it was one of those things where he said that he liked me, he liked my personality and stuff like that. He could see himself being in a relationship with me. And like we talked for a good little while, and then he just stopped texting altogether, which is fine. I don't have a problem with the block button. That's just what it is. But I'm wondering if like maybe it's just one of those things after Ramadan where you're supposed to
Can I
be
say
like
something? Can I cut you off really quickly? Sorry, I
yeah.
will let you finish, but I want to say something. I'm Muslim myself, and our religion is very strict, but for a specific reason. Um, However, if this guy is only talking to you during the off seasons where the religion is strict and you actually have to follow it like precisely, he's not someone that's gonna take you serious. He will never marry you, and that's like, or never take you seriously because A, you're not within the culture, and B, you may not be. Where's he from? Like ethnically?
Islam.
No,
I
no, no.
think
Like,
I'm a
where's he from?
Christian.
From Islam is a religion.
Oh, sorry. That part I didn't get to find out, but I know he has been living in San Antonio since he was a kid.
Hmm. Is he
But
black, African,
no,
mixed? Like, what is he?
Indian, I want to say.
Indian? Okay, then
Yeah.
babe, no, he's not gonna take you seriously. I promise. You can save yourself the time by just letting him go. Just let him go. He will
And
never.
no,
He will. Then it's time when it's time to settle down. He's gonna go marry someone within the religion. He can tell you all of
sorry.
that, but his actions are already like showing you that he doesn't want nothing to like. He's not gonna take you seriously, and I would hate that for you because a lot
And
of like Muslim men do it.
yeah, sorry, Middle Eastern. I was trying to think of the word, but I couldn't get it out. And no,
He's
like,
Middle Eastern. Yeah,
yeah,
no, that's even
Middle
worse.
Eastern.
If he's Middle
And
Eastern African, brother, get it. Like I promise you right now, save yourself the trouble.
And no, that's what I was again, y'all. I'm sorry. I was like taking my time trying to get it out because like I don't want to offend anybody with saying the wrong word. But I do agree with you, and I thank you for saying that because that also gave me more confirmation about it because it's like I even told him like, oh, I'll look up more of your culture and this and this and that. And I thought it was weird because he was like, oh, you don't have to do that. Like whatever you want to know, like I can tell you. He didn't say it exactly in those words, but it's like I wanted to do my own research and he advised me not to. And it was like some of the other stuff started falling into play. And it's just like now that things have led to where they are, it's like it kind of makes sense. So one of my things is that he said the whole thing about the arranged marriage and
You
maybe it
see
could
the
just be
thing with the
like,
arranged marriage right there. He's already like planting seeds in your head, letting you know that there's no chance that he's gonna end up with you.
Oh no, not arranged marriage with me. Like in their culture, he said
No,
that
I
his
know. I know what an arranged
parents.
marriage is, babe. It's when their parents set them up with someone within like
Yeah,
either their family or like a distant cousin or a close cousin. That he's already planting the
yeah.
seed, letting you know it's not going to be you, it's going to be somebody else. But we can play around for the time being. This is the harshest way I can say it, to be so honest.
And no, that's what I come to find out too. And I really just what it was. Like, thank you for saying all that because I just wanted more confirmation. Like, I'm reading up and looking into it. Like, a lot of the things that he's done so far with just us talking are things that he's not even supposed to do, which is kind of like shamed upon with the religion itself. But it's just like my whole thing with saying that, like, if there's anybody else like hearing this live and they're of that religion as well, is just like somebody please confirm with me because like it's one thing if like I read up on it, but if someone of the same religion says like, oh no, this is wrong, he's not supposed to do that, that helps me out a lot better. Like I'm not even talking to him at this point, but the fact that you're saying that, it just gives more confirmation, and I do appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Don't worry about it. It's not your fault. It's completely on him. But just save yourself the time and just get out of it right now,
Oh
please.
yeah, most definitely. We weren't even talking that long for it to be any feelings involved, but it's just like I don't understand playing with people.
Yeah, but he's already doing it. Just let it go. You'll find someone better. Don't worry.
Oh, trust me, I'm not even worried about that. It's just more so like, again, just the whole confirmation thing.
We can't hear you, KB. You're muted, bro.
Yeah, sorry. I see your mouth
Oh,
moving,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I
nah, I ain't
can't
gonna
hear
lie.
you.
I thought I unmuted myself. But I appreciate both y'all hopping on though, man. That's real.
Bye bye.
All right, man. That's
Thank
real.
you.
Nah, I thought I unmuted myself, but yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Nicole, what's the word, man?
I mean, I was just gonna tell a story to help her. So if you don't want me to say that,
That's all. No, yeah, we definitely want to get on the same, get back on track.
the
I appreciate you
regular
hopping
chat.
on, Nicole.
But wait, I do have a question. I do want advice, but I don't want my followers to hear. So if I request you like later on a burner,
Yeah,
will you accept me?
yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay.
Sure,
Okay, thanks.
appreciate you hopping on. All right, who got something for me on here today, man? Nah, she I don't think she cares about it. She just doesn't want her followers to see his fine. I had her. What's good? What's good? Make sure I go ahead and request, man. Yeah. Bennett. What's the craziest situation I've heard? I can't even tell you, yeah. I done heard too many. What's good, Bennett?
Yo, what's good? What's good?
What's the word?
Bro, how do I even say this? Fuck, I'm trying to collect my thoughts.
Here.
Yeah. Bro, I've been trying to find a girl, but I'm like, I don't like any of these girls, and I feel like it's been going on for like maybe 2-3 years, and it's like, at what point do I decide to like just settle or, I don't know, tap in with the asexuals? I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like half of the time it's like, maybe I think I like shorty, and then 2-3 weeks go by, or like a month or two goes by. I'm like, fuck this.
Well, did something happen to you in the past? Maybe did you like somebody a lot before, and maybe that didn't work out for you?
I mean, I think so. I don't know. I was dating this one girl like a couple of years ago. I thought I was going well, but I don't know. It didn't work out, and I don't know. Since then, I just keep comparing everyone else to her.
Ah, okay. So you're still living in like 2 years ago. Like, nah, 'cause I know exactly what Bennett. See, I know exactly what you're referring to, though. I just wanted to make sure that we're on the same page.
even before that though, it's like I don't know. I feel like she was an outlier. You know?
Right. Well, if you feel as though you're at an emotionally available stage, are you trying to get to the point where you can be more so emotionally available?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I'm like completely healed. You know, I don't
You're
know.
not. You're not. Like, you just told me straight up that you're still comparing every girl that you've associated with for the past 2 years to the girl that it didn't work out with.
I mean, no, like personality wise, but more so, you know, like just like there was a way I felt during that time.
Vibe.
I'm just
Vibe.
expecting to feel that way. It's like less about her, just more so like, hey, like I don't know, like every now and again I'll meet a girl that I kind of like, and it's like cool, but like I just don't feel like I don't know. Like there was one time I was with Shorty, and we'd been dating for like 2, 3 months, and I thought I liked her. And then one night I'm like tired, and she's blowing up my phone at like 3 in the morning because she was out with her girls. Uh, Bro, and I was so pissed. I was like, bro, I shouldn't be this pissed if I care about this girl.
Right. No. But honestly, I think the problem, especially with our gender specifically, is that we don't actually feel the need to seek therapy. And I'm not gonna lie, man. There was a point in time, especially when I was a little younger, where I kind of felt the same way. It was like, I really liked this one girl. It didn't really work out, and every girl after, I felt like it wasn't working out either. But I do really believe that we think that shit is normal because we can relate to so many guys that are around us, but it really isn't. That emotionally unavailable thing is a big problem within our community. And again, it's really messing up the dating pool. So what I would say is, you should probably stop dating women for a while. Really, really sit to yourself. Like really, like seek a therapist. No, seriously. I'm not saying this in like a bad way either. Like really try to talk to somebody on a weekly basis to figure out what exactly is my problem.
I don't know. I feel
Why am I
like
thinking this
I'm
way?
also in therapy. I'm in therapy. I don't know. I just feel like it's how do I even say this? Like Shorty just keeps reassuring everything think is bad. She's like, oh no, that's not destructive behavior.
And you're talking to the wrong therapist,
Yeah,
right?
I don't know.
No, I'm being
guess
real, because sometimes it takes a couple tries. It takes a couple, 2 to 3 therapists before you find the right one that could genuinely help you though. But if you're saying that she's just reassuring you, she's not really doing, she's reconstructing, she's not doing any of that, then ideally you're just talking to the wrong person. But what I will say is though, like continuing to date these different people and thinking that you're just gonna get that feeling that you once had 2 years ago, it's not gonna happen. I promise you, it's not gonna happen.
I just have to tap out.
Nah, I genuinely like for one, take a real life break though.
I did take a break after her. I took a break for like a year.
No, I'm talking about until you get to the point, seriously, where for one, maybe
But how do I know that though? Because like I genuinely thought it was there.
what I'm saying to you is, right, get a new therapist, right? One that you can really, really relate to, somebody that can genuinely help you, can speak to on a weekly basis, that can help you with the specific issues that you may have, right? That can really break this down for you. That way, because once you have that outlet, everything else becomes easier. But you don't have a proper outlet right now, though. And you're still dating other people. It's not gonna work. It's damn near like talking to a friend. That's not how that works. You need somebody that's gonna really hold you accountable. On that weekly basis though.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like I said, Ben, at some point in time, I've been in your position and it didn't work. I swear to God. I really, really, really had to seek help though. I'm being
I was talking to a couple of my guys, and they're like, "Yo, sometimes you just don't feel that way about the girl all the time.
It's still a
So
hit or
sometimes you
miss.
just have to, you just have to like wait it out." And so that's what I was thinking. I'm like, bro, maybe I just have to find one that I think is tolerable and just stick out with her. Exactly,
Nah,
but
Ben, but no,
even
like, let's
the
flip
thought
let's
of it
flip
is
let's
like,
flip let's say for instance, the girl got on here, right? And she's saying exactly what you're saying, but it pertains to you though.
exactly.
I'm emotionally available when it comes to guys, but at this point, I'm so tired of like, I'm just gonna just find one that I could tolerate, and it happens to be you, Bennett. What would you want me to tell her?
No, exactly. That's why I feel bad about the whole thing. I'm like, bro, why would I want anybody's child to be in this situation, you know?
Right, yeah, you don't want to put anybody in that position, no, like seriously. But again, in my very honest opinion, I think a lot of us are afraid of being alone, and we don't think that that might be a reality for us, and so we keep on forcing it. Again, utilize the whole therapy thing I'm telling you to. Just switch a therapist, right? See how much I can help you, right? Again, just stay alone for a while. Focus on you, build yourself, become a better you. Maybe even change who you surround yourself with. That's also a big thing too. The people that we surround ourselves with, it really does dictate how we think in a lot of cases. So maybe you got to change that as well. There's so many different factors, so many different things that you got to try to make sure that you're in the right mental space to date people. If you're not doing that, then you're not talking about anything. You're just talking. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
I said it in that style, but you got to really put yourself in these uncomfortable positions, these uncomfortable scenarios to where you're really holding yourself accountable. You have somebody else that really wants better for you holding you accountable. That way we can actually progress. If not, then we're not talking about anything. A lot of guys can sit up there and be like, oh, I don't really like her. I'm going to date her, but I know I'm not going to really like her. We sit there and we say that to ourselves all the time, but that does nothing. So we got to be real.
Well, yeah, exactly. Because I don't know, I just feel like it just seems very disingenuous to just stick it out with shorty.
Nah, for sure. But nah, Bennett though, I mean, listen, bro, we gotta get to the bottom. How old are you, Bennett?
I'm 24.
24, yeah, bro, come on. We gotta get it down. We gotta get it together before 26, all right? Bro, we getting to that age now, man. But yeah, maybe see religion as well.
What's with the gay allegations in the chat?
I don't know, man. They don't think you like women, man.
Bro, I mean, fuck that.
But hey, man, you know who you are. Appreciate you hopping on, right, gang?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, man. I'm sorry. Yo, I'm sitting up here trying to talk to this nigga, and all I'm seeing in my comments is rainbow. Like, how do y'all expect me to be serious? Like, no, for real. You put yourself in my position. You're sitting up here trying to help somebody. You're trying to talk to somebody, and all you're looking at in your comments is rainbows. Like, what the hell? My gosh. I gotta understand it though, man. Gay guys be going through it too though. Like they sometimes, I mean, I'm sure there's a few guys that are on here that are gay. They go through some of the same things and the same feelings. So let's see. Let's see. Icon. What's going on?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So I kind of need some outside perspective on my situation. It's not really I have a specific question, but it's just like an overall situation, and I just want to get like outside advice. But so I have been with someone going on this year will make 9 years. And we met in college, around 2017, we met in college. We were very close. We became really like each other's best friends. And ever since then, we've kind of grown over the years.
Wait, how many years? I'm sorry.
9 years, almost 9 years, 9 years this year.
You've been with this person in a relationship for 9 years?
Yes, correct.
Like a boyfriend, girlfriend for 9 years?
Yes.
And when you said it started in college?
Yes.
Okay. Undergrad, okay.
Correct. Yeah.
Has he ever proposed to you before?
So we're at that point now. We're talking about, we did looking at rings just a couple months ago. So we're at that point getting towards marriage. He's already spoken to my dad about wanting to marry me this year, all of that. But it's been 9 years, right? So we're each other's first, right? So I'm his first girlfriend and he's my first boyfriend. We've both abstained from sex this whole time. And I just have questions because, you know, it's been kind of like a rocky journey throughout these.
Real fast. Is he a virgin?
Yes.
Okay, and so are you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I just have a couple questions because, you know, since this is my first relationship, I really don't have nothing to like to stand on when it comes to like men and like their mentality. So this whole like journey towards marriage has kind of been like a rocky situation. At one point, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, we had a conversation where he basically said that he wasn't sure that marriage was something that like he wanted or sure of. He was very unsure of it because growing up he didn't have that experience. So at that point I broke it off. Like I broke up with him at that point. But then he kind of like chased after me and kind of like I guess confessed his love, and then we got back together. So, but my question is like from a man's perspective, you know, it being 9 years, taking 9 years to get to this point, do you think that what do you think on like from your perspective?
So let's also just let me be clear. So within a 9-year period, how many times and how long do you feel like you've been mentioning marriage to this person?
I would say the past maybe couple like 3 years, I would say.
And you and you
fear behind, you know.
Well, I mean, he's already with you at that point for like 7 years.
Right.
So what you just got to think about it. Wait, hold on. Is my connection right for y'all, or is it lagging? Is it lagging for everybody in the live? It's good now. I don't know why it was going out. This is my Wi-Fi bar doesn't say anything. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Man, okay, I bet. Good. Okay, so my thing is though, when it pertains to marriage when it pertains to especially long-term relationships, if he was having doubts, marrying you 7 years into being in that relationship, and then 3 years later after that, but actually you left him and then he decided he pursued you to get you back, and then 3 years after that, now he's thinking about actually marrying you. That's kind of where, because you gotta understand, marriage is ideally supposed to be forever, right? And people underestimate what forever really is.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So if his reasoning for doubting initially was because he didn't grow up seeing it with his parents, that within itself is a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah. I am.
Yeah, that means after 7 years, 7 long years of knowing somebody, you're telling them to their face, the reason why you may not want to marry them is because your parents weren't married. Mm-hmm. That's a problem.
Right. And that was a red flag to me. So that's why I broke it off at that time. And, after, him really kind of clarifying what he meant by it, okay, we got back together. And, now we're in the process of, wanting to get married. I just think, like, for me, because this is my first time, like, in this, this process, I don't know. I always had an idea of how, like, men approach marriage, right? Like, I've always been told, a man will know, like, after 2 years, or a man will know after 1 year, So in my mind, I'm like, okay, it's been 9 years, and we went through all these ups and downs. Is this normal? You know what I mean? And, like he's a great like guy. Like there's no like red flags, outside of like how he treats me. He respects me, like, very, very respectful, when it comes to like also, us abstaining, like there's never been issues there, there's always love there. It's just the point of it taking this long is something that
I understand exactly what you're about to say. I think what this boils down to, it doesn't even boil down to my answer. Mm-hmm. What this is going to boil down to is your intuition. And I think that's what a lot of women underestimate, their intuition. If you've been with this person for 10 years and now he's actually just, because I know you've had a conversation with them on multiple occasions, now that he actually wants to do it, you're kind of doubting it. Again, you have to you got to really take your intuition into consideration. Yeah. Or else you end up wasting another 10 years of your life. That's not even necessarily necessary.
Right.
So yeah, he may want marriage now, but do you want it?
Right.
Kind of get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I think that's where a lot of us, we even as guys, we fuck up. We think that everything is going to be on our timing, everything should move accordingly to us. But when we run into a woman that really, really values herself, and she gets to a point where she is valuing herself, and she says no, we get thrown all the way off. Because,
Yeah.
we had her. So now it's kind of like up to you to really evaluate, again, really, really sit down, talk to your parents, talk to family, anybody. Have that conversation with them and to make a decision as to whether this is somebody that you want to pursue a marriage with at this point in time after it took 10 years for them to really get on that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just seriously though, this is completely on this has nothing to do with my answer. This is you. This is your life and experience. So
Right. Yeah, I think it's just I'm being cautious about it because I know like when I make this next decision, if I cut it off, like I'm never going back ever again.
Of course
So
not.
I don't.
Of course not. Yeah.
Yes. So I don't want to like make a decision like and it be the wrong one. Like, and I have seen like, and I see some of the comments like, oh, 9 years, girl, like you should have left at year 2. Like I know every situation is different. Like every relationship is different. Like we're not living together. We're not shacking up. We haven't had sex. Like it's just a different situation than most that I've seen. But at the same time, like I am seeing like you said, like kind of trying to, be aware of my intuition and how I feel and like, like seeking God, making sure like this is the right, relationship for me. But
for him though, I think that's the most important thing. Like have that conversation with God and whatever he shows you, make a decision based on that. I think that's what's important.
Right. And then one last thing. So on top of that, so he's like currently searching for a job. So he's that's kind of like the reason why like we haven't really gone forward yet with like the ring and whatnot, because he doesn't have a job at the moment. Like
what is he talking about?
Huh?
What is he talking about?
Right. So
10 years to make sense, to make something that can't be no, come on. That can't be a conversation you're having right now.
Right.
Can't be.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like ideally, if I'm thinking about it, like, okay, I have goals, I have like envisions for like a marriage and like proposal, whatnot. But like, if he doesn't have the funds, then you see it. What do you see?
What's going on? I see what's going on. I think what it is, I think he realized that time is really, really running out with her.
Yeah.
And he's not, especially like you said, financially ready to do these things or to pursue that type of level of relationship. However, he has to put it out there. He has to. Hence the whole looking for rings, even though he doesn't have the money to even buy one. Like he has to put it out there. At this point, he's just making it make sense for you. But I think again, he realized. For us, sometimes you do recognize when time is running out. And again, I think this is the accountability part that a lot of us guys, we're not really necessarily ready for. So I mean, don't think and when it comes to your decision, don't think too much about him at this point in time because you've been thinking about him for the past 10 years.
Right.
That's at this point, that's not your job. I would be very disappointed for real if at this point in time, 10 years in, you're thinking about him and his finances. It can't be.
Right.
So now you really have to hone into you, your family, and your life. You don't get 10 years back. Okay?
Right.
So that's how I feel about that.
Okay. Well, yeah, thank you for that. Thank you.
All right.
Nah,
for sure. All right, I appreciate you dropping on, man.
All right, bye.
I think the biggest thing here, though, is just intuition, too, though. Like, if something is telling you, especially 10 years in, that you may not want to do this shit, please don't do it. That's me, though. That's how I'm going to approach the situation more than anything else. And I also could understand how she feels. Like sometimes you got to put yourself in somebody else's shoe. If you've been dealing with somebody for 10 years, you've had a certain expectation with them for 10 years, and all of a sudden they want to do it. Sometimes you're not even gonna want that shit no more. I'm be real. Sometimes it doesn't even feel the same. I'm be real. It's just, I don't really want it no more. Let's see. No, what's the word,
Kayb, how
man?
are you?
Nah, I'm gonna get up with you. I'm gonna get up with you, Mo. Go ahead, man. What's going on?
Okay, I'll keep it very quick. I just needed your opinion. I have been with the same guy for 1 year.
Okay.
We actually celebrate our 1 year anniversary next month.
Okay.
He's 30. I am 28. He was a virgin when we got together. I had one prior experience. I knew he was a virgin and things are going well, like probably one of the healthiest relationships that I've been in. But I'm kind of nervous that I'm the only woman that he's been with. And like I'm scared that he won't explore. And he's 30, like I said.
It's crazy. This is actually this is so common though. That is very common. I think I heard something about that like literally last week. So you're nervous that after you experiences it for the first time, you may want to explore more or find out more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would say that is more of a fair. I wouldn't say you should date in fair. I believe I'm a firm believer in you let things, if you develop, get there, and then if you see if you see a change in his attitude, how he's pursuing you, then we can have that conversation. That's because then in my line of work, then it becomes pessimism. If I sit here and I tell you, yes, you should be afraid that if you are his first, he's gonna want 4 or 5 more, then I become more so pessimistic. I'm putting down in your head. You see what I'm saying? So I would say more so you have that relation, if you're comfortable, of course. And then if you feel as though there's a change in action, there's a change in how he approaches you, then you have to move. You see what I'm saying? But I also think conversation is needed. Just communication. That's something
I talked to him about it because I brought it up to him and he goes like, I'm not really looking for that. I'm not trying to explore. And he didn't get defensive about it, but he was almost like, well, like it's not like I couldn't have done it in the past. It's just that I wanted to do it with the right person. Like, so he's like, I'm not looking for that. I always wanted a genuine connection and I found that. Like, so I'm just like, okay. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, wait, what if he changes his mind? So I don't know if I'm just being an overthinker, but
I mean, you're a human, so you're gonna thoughts like that are gonna pop up. But again, I genuinely do believe that it's one of them things where you have to let things go. Like you gotta experience. Don't be pessimistic towards your own situation. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we psych ourselves out of good situations because we're thinking ahead of time. We can't live in fear. So now again, time will tell though. If that is what it is, you will 100% see it. Focus on what you're gonna do, how you're gonna move if you see that change in action, or if he ends up proving your initial thought correct. Focus on how you will move as a result of that though. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's just I gotta ground myself in reality a little bit and say that it can go either way. It's just that my mind is now kind of thinking like, oh, that anxiety, I guess.
It comes with it. I understand that though.
Yeah,
But that's a part. That's what comes with dating as well, man. Though, man, we can't escape it, man.
yeah, you're right. Okay, thank you.
I appreciate y'all on, man.
Mhm.
Nah, that's understandable. Check that phone, sis. It's crazy. Yo, some of y'all be mad toxic. Nah, man. Yeah. Then how many people y'all think I did today? Like 10? Fake getting tired. Yo, right. Yo, y'all are funny as hell. Who got something more though, man? I'm here though for a little bit. Who got something else for me, man? What's the word? Angie request, man, it's open. I was never afraid, man. That's how it is though sometimes. I can't lie. Definitely can't lie, man. Bro, Bella, what do you want, bro? You need food. What's good? What's good? My God. Bella wants to tell her story. I'm telling you, bro, she's bougie. She don't got no stories to tell. God, you funny as hell. Do you believe that men don't show their true self before having a bit? I mean, it's a lot of the time that's how it is, though. A kid does change a lot of things, a lot of scenarios. Look, she just be wanting to be the center of attention. Like, why are you in my face, right? What's good? What's good? I got one. All right.
Hello.
Yo, what's the word?
I got a quick question. It's not really a story, it's just a question.
Okay.
So what if you was with somebody and then you kept finding stuff on their phone with certain people and you were telling them to like unfollow these certain people and
Break
stuff like that,
up.
like females and stuff. And then when you broke up, yeah, we're broken up now, but when you break up with them, they go back and follow that same person
Yeah.
and go back to talking with that person. Like, isn't that weird?
Sure, but I mean, it's also delusional of you to think that you could tell a grown-ass individual who they should or should not follow.
But like he did it though, and then went and followed them back. That meant he
Right, but
meant
that's what I'm saying. I think use this as a lesson learned. If you ever get to the point in your life where you're telling a grown-ass man who he should or shouldn't follow, understand that you're in the wrong situation, because as soon, like you said, as soon as that relationship ends, guess what they're going to do?
yeah. That's
I
what
mean, it's
had.
just a lesson learned, though. A lot of us have been there.
Yeah, it's definitely an eye opener though, cause that's
Yeah.
crazy.
No, like I said, I'm a huge believer in seeing what people would rather do. Like if I went into, let's say for instance, one of my standards is I don't like people who are still in contact with their ex to any degree or they follow their ex. If I personally go and I see that person is still following their ex or in contact with their ex, I'm not gonna sit up there and tell you, oh, don't do this, don't do that, right? I'm just gonna remove myself though. Because
Yeah,
that's my turn off. That's my non-negotiable. You see what I'm saying? Not theirs. So I'm going based off how I would like to date. You see what I'm saying?
yeah, cause I used to
Very
crash
simple.
out really bad about that. Like one time, I threw something at him. Like I threw a whole fucking fan at him because of that, and I'm not gonna let people get me out of character anymore. That's why I broke up with him, cause yeah, he was making me violent, and I'm not a violent person.
I gotta ask you, so how old are you?
I'm
I just don't understand. I don't get it. Hold up, what's going on? What's the
Hi,
word? What's going on?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing all right,
Can you hear
man.
me?
I can.
Oh, okay. Hello, hi everyone. Mine's a bit. It's not. I'm not in a relationship. I'm not in like a difficult situation per se, but I don't really understand what's going on.
Okay.
So there's a guy I'm friends with, right? We kind of met at an interesting time. Someone said, "Well, God." So we met at an interesting time. So I came out of a relationship. I'd say this is a fake account. This is not my name. We came out of a relationship. I came out of a relationship in September. He came out of a relationship in July, I'd say. We met in December, kind of hit off. We're speaking on the phone quite a lot, but a lot of my friends were concerned that we're speaking so much that it's going to turn into like a situationship because there's not clear boundaries. We're both like in tune with like our Christian journeys. So I'm quite serious. He's quite serious. Both of our relationships kind of ended for us wanting to be celibate and our partner not wanting to, and it just kind of like escalating. So both kind of went through the same.
Both of our relationships ended with y'all wanted something more serious with that person, and the partner not going along with it. And that's
no. So we were both in committed relationships. Me and my partner will talk about marriage. Him and his partner, I think they were almost at that stage. He wanted to be more serious and like not sleep with her anymore. She kind of bugged out, didn't really, maybe use American terms. She kind of like lost it. But, right, my partner agreed at the start of our relationship. And then let's say when something happened now, then would get angry when I'm like trying to be on what we agreed on to begin with. Do you get what I mean?
So related. And y'all related on that level. Like.
Yeah. So like when we spoke, oh wow, I went to like basically at the same thing. Okay. All right, cool. Oh, you know what? But I don't know. I'm just trying to make sure everyone understands what I'm saying. But yeah. So yeah, no worries. So essentially, it was American English. I wouldn't know. But yeah, essentially, hanging out a lot, speaking on the phone a lot. Maybe like there was like 3-hour phone calls, 4-hour phone calls, but not like getting it on the phone call. The phone call is very much like, how are you? Speaking, get like kind of hit off quite well. Like we, I say like we banter quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then also, really deep conversations about how we see Jesus, the Lord, like very, very in-depth conversations, right? But then when it get to the point where we're on the phone now for like 7, 8, 9, 10 hours, my friends are like, nah, you need to like set boundaries with him.
Wait, 10-hour phone conversations?
Yeah, we only had one of those.
How far does he live from you?
Maybe like a 2-hour drive.
2-hour drive, okay. And how many times have you seen him within this entire time?
Since I've known him?
Yeah.
Maybe like 10, 12 times.
You've seen him in person 10 or 12 times?
Yeah, I'd say so. Kind of around that.
And he who's made the effort? Y'all both made efforts.
Yeah, it's kind of equal. So it's kind of equal. So my friends think they think our relationship's quite interesting. And I've kind of asked him like, how does he see it? He's like, oh, if it had been a thing when we met at like a different time, we would probably be on that type of energy. But because we're both kind of healing, and when we both came out of our relationship, we didn't really go into that kind of energy. Left it alone. So my thing is, when it comes to like typically a guy that's trying to get on with me, they'll be funny. Do you get what I mean? Like he's never tried to do anything intimate with me, if that makes sense. So but my dilemma, my confusion is that I want to stay friends. My friends feel like I need to cut him off, but I don't see why I would need to when I'm not trying to pursue a relationship with him.
So y'all are both trying to pursue a friendship?
I think we are. My friends don't think he is. From seeing how he speaks to me and interacts with me, he said they think we're both in denial, basically.
Were you open? Did you let him know that that's not a relationship? Isn't something that you're looking for from him, or is that just something that you?
Yeah, I feel like we were on the same page. But anytime we've been around our friends, they just don't agree.
Feel like, or is that something that you genuinely expressed to him? Like, yes, I'm not looking for a relationship at all from you. Did you actually?
Yeah, I'm not looking for a relationship. Point blank. Period. Even if it's not with him.
Okay.
Yeah, so even if it's not him, if someone else was to approach me, I don't want to be in a relationship.
And that's how you did that to him?
Yeah, I kind of want to be by myself right now. Okay. But my friends feel like, or like not even just my friends, his friends as well feel like we're not friends, that we're playing games.
Right. It just feels like it's not. I think the boundaries aren't clear enough. I think, and that's being shown to the people around you guys. So it's like you're telling your friends that this is what it is, and he may be telling his friends that this is what it is, but based on how they're seeing y'all interact, it doesn't
yeah, that's kind of what I mean. But I don't know, because it's like I've asked him, and he's like, no, like we're friends. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm not bugging. We are friends.
Yeah.
And then like I'll carry on as normal, but I'd say the last time we were together was like a couple months ago. I'd say like February. There was a worship event. There's a pastor, Philip Anthony Mitchell. He came to the UK.
Yeah.
So I went to his concert, to his event, whatever, and my friend was picking up a little things that I feel like aren't that deep. So he was with his other friend, like his boy, and I was with 2 of my girls. When he met us, they picked up on the fact that he only hugged me and he shook their hands, and I felt like that was ridiculous. But
Okay, all right. I think all right. Here's how I'm gonna say this. If you guys already have established our boundaries, you feel as though he's respecting your boundaries, you're respecting his, that y'all are actually just genuinely friends. Then at this point in time, however your friends feel about it can't matter too much because y'all are grown adults.
Okay.
But if you or him,
Yeah, I just thought he was being respectful. I didn't think it was that deep, but
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. If you or him are just approaching it in a way where it may be a slow burn, good luck to you. Seriously.
oh dear.
You know what I'm saying? That whole slow burn, you know what I'm talking about. The slow burn ideology, yeah, God bless. If that's what you guys are looking at, no. But again, if it's more so this is a genuine friendship, you feel as though, again, that he's not giving any type of weird vibes, you're not, and no boundaries are being pushed on his, that's fine.
Yeah. It sounds like I was just a bit confused, especially because of a conversation I had with someone today. So I was like, I just saw the live. I said I might as well ask, but it's not a thing that I'm bugging about. I don't think everyone needs to be real. I'm just asking a question.
No, simple question. No, I appreciate you having on, huh?
All right, thank you. Bye.
Wow. What's going with slow burn? Yo, bro. Yo, TikTok really did a number on us. Sometimes I hear some of these terminologies and I really, really think like it really did a number on us though. It really did. Rom-com, yeah, but that's how it is though. But it's not their fault. Like it really, I think there was a point in time too on TikTok where it was like a real thing. Like people were talking about the whole slow burn thing, and then you had people that were in really messed up situations trying to relate their situation to a slow burn. It's like that's not even what it is. You understand what I'm saying? Like I guess the wrong people started trying to justify their relationship that isn't actually going anywhere. They try to justify it by saying, "Oh, it's just a slow burn." And it's like, yeah, no, it's not. No. So do I look like a candle? Apparently, bro. What's good, miss?
Hi. Okay, so I kind of am relating to the girl that was just on before. There's this guy that I've been talking to, but we haven't like called or anything. It's just been on TikTok and we've been sending voice messages back and forth.
Wait, you can send voice messages on TikTok?
Yeah.
What the hell?
They're only like 50 seconds, which sucks, but you can.
Did you meet him in the comment section or where'd you meet him?
I don't remember. I think that he might have followed me and then he texted me at the beginning of this year.
Okay. All right.
And so we kind of just have been talking from there, and we've been talking like kind of a lot. Like I'm a Christian, he's a Christian, and I just don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm being delusional or not because, like, he calls me cute names like Big Head. Like, it seems like he's, like, feeling me. Like, he's asking me questions.
Yo, Leah, don't piss me off. You say he's calling you cute names like what?
Big Head.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You're good. I love it. Yeah. I don't know. I love it. But, so anyway, the conversation has just been kind of dropping off a little bit. Like, in order for us to talk, I have to text him, and I am thinking, like, I don't know if maybe he's, you know what I'm saying, he's not feeling it anymore, because usually that's what happens.
Y'all haven't even made it off of TikTok yet, and y'all already having relationship problems again?
No. I know, right? I know.
Come on, man. Y'all ain't even make it off the TikTok app yet, man. Like,
I know.
Yeah, that's what you're asking me about?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if somebody could randomly follow you on TikTok and message you, and they call you Big Head, I just don't think that's somebody you could ideally take seriously, man. I'm just kidding.
I mean, that was after like talking, you know what I'm saying? He didn't come off the bat with it.
Yeah, nah, I feel it though. I mean, but again, if you already have inconsistency, bro. I mean, y'all are having consistency problems on TikTok. Not saying that it would be justifiable anywhere else, but like, we just got to be real with ourselves. I mean, this is just not serious.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, thank you.
Leah, were you following for a nigga you met on TikTok?
Stop. Y'all do not get on me.
I'd hope not.
I'm a lover girl. I'm just a
You're a lover girl? Keep it low. Don't be a
Yes.
lover girl on TikTok, man. All right?
Yeah, thank you.
I appreciate you having on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, y'all gotta be stopped on here, man. Unlove them. Unlove it real fast, right? I mean, apparently, to be fair, apparently TikTok the new dating app, though, man. I be hearing that's how it is, man. Definitely be hearing that's how it is. TikTok is crazy. At least, I mean, if you're gonna find a girl on TikTok, like, you know, if you're serious, at least get her number, you know? Like, I would not want to, like, be in communication with somebody I'm talking to seriously on TikTok, though. Like, it would make me feel weird. Like, what am I doing? I gotta go to TikTok to talk to you? Like, yeah? I go to TikTok to laugh and comment on nonsense. Not find love. So, word up, the speed dating. But yo, I'm not gonna lie, the speed dating just be having like 6,000 people in there though. Y'all think this is it? I might start doing it. Bro, yo, them speed dating lines be going up, bro. Like, they be 4,000 or 5,000, 6,000 people in there. That should be like 21 from Kenya looking for love. I'm like, shit. Yo, 42 from Michigan looking for love right now. Like, huh, nigga? If you wanna get off TikTok? They be dancing. Man. Nah, sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'll chime in and see what they talking about. I will. You know, if I'm bored, I'll go on there, see what they on. Nah, I love Kenya. Kenya ain't do nothing to me, man. I love the Kenyan people, man. But yeah, I was getting down. I'm about to tuck it though, y'all. I got me a new crib now, so I'm gonna show y'all the tour probably on Wednesday when I move a lot of my stuff in. But yeah, I'm about to go finish doing that right now. But tuck means I'm about to go to sleep. I'm about to get off. Yeah, I got up out of there, man. I had to. Yeah. No, it's been a year though. It's been a year since I moved to this spot. That's crazy. Time is moving fast as hell though. No, I moved once. I've been at the same spot the entire time, so. No, I ain't posted. No, not the one I posted on my story. That's my boy's spot. No. I don't got that type of money. The shit I posted on my story, that's him. Yeah, he the big money for real. That ain't me yet, man. But live tomorrow. Definitely. I go live Monday through Wednesdays. If you don't know, usually between 5:40 p.m. Eastern or 5:50, but I'll be on between that time. What you do? He's a director. He's a director. But yeah, man, if anybody needs a private one-on-one, I haven't really been booking those lately, but if anybody does need a private one-on-one, I got something y'all want to talk to me about. Those are about an hour long. Make sure y'all go ahead and click the link in my bio. That's it. Make sure y'all lock in with me, man. Make sure y'all continue to tag me and stuff to post. I look at them every single morning. I'm in my mentions looking at all my tags. So I really do appreciate those who tag me. Even you too, Omar. I'll be seeing you, bro. So make sure y'all tap in. Make sure y'all hit the follow button before y'all leave the live. Before y'all leave this live, hit the follow button. That's all I need. That's it. That's all, man. Y'all take it easy until tomorrow, man.